What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I see him pronouns, and welcome to the Wednesday lift. Welcome to the middle of the week. Welcome to the middle of Blur's week, Blur's day, Blursden. Hello Geek, hello Gaston, hello Jay Corsair, hello PT, hello Chris, hello Moon. Good morning. And we got Bowser in here. Welcome in. How we doing, friends? How we doing? Captain, this holodeck simulation is too good looking. I'm afraid that I'm finding myself falling in love with something that is not real. Riker did do that, though, right? Didn't he fall in love? No, wait, was it the captain? No, it was Riker. Riker fell in love with a fake jazz woman. He did, that's right. Riker wanted to get down and dirty with that hologram. Hello, Karina. Welcome in. Welcome back. Hi, friends. Hi. Happy Wednesday. I decided that we're not maxing this week. Oh, I need to turn Miley down. Sorry. I need to turn Miley down. Hang on. Riker wooed her with his tromboning. Yeah, so Riker was such a sultry trombone player that he did woo a I mean, I guess she was programmed to love him, though, right? Is that the case? Was she programmed to love him? Was that Kirstie Alley? No, Kirstie Alley showed up in the movies. That's right. Am I wrong about that? I'm questioning everything. Hi, Paul. Hard light, am I right? Oh my goodness. I know nothing of the Trek. All you really need to know is that there are things called holodecks, and they create experiences that are extremely stimulating for some. And despite the fact that like this is like a professional crew, like they are like a military-based enterprise that is like very hierarchical and has tons of like strict roles, there's just like a lot of references to the fact that people are like doing it with the holograms. This is a weird one to start off on, but I think we're okay. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a problem. Riker also using that gaming. Oh my god, the headsets. And the love be free. Hi. What if the whole show is on one big holodeck? So without spoiling anything, like there are some episodes that go into that in a fun way. Oh, I still think about that Moriarty episode all the time. All the time. I was not sober when I watched that, and it made it really difficult to understand what was going on, but it was still a good time. Hi, friends. It's time to get warmed up. We're going to do some deadlifts today. We're going to do some deadlifts and some bench press, and I think the plan is going to be to just like push it a little bit harder, go a little bit heavier, but I'm not going to do 1 rep maxes. So I'm not going to be like going all out to the point where it's dangerous, but is that a dandy? Hello, Dandivation. How are you doing? Here come the duties. What is up, Raiders? How are we doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, Dr. Oko. Drummond a bum. Oh, Drummond a bum. Hello. Vloggy buddy. Hello. Welcome in. Hello, Thundergun. Welcome in, folks. Hi, Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I see him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays we lift weights. Tuesdays and Sundays we play video games. All the time we're an inclusive community that's all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. Dandy, how was your day? How was your stream? Geek, have a good time semi-lurking. Thank you so much for being here today. I read the poem again last night, just so you know. I love it so much. Thundergun, it's going great. It's going great. Is your name based on Cool Runnings by any chance? It is Drummond a bum. We are, we do feel the rhythm. We do feel the rhyme. We do have lucky eggs here. Most of my subsistence, if I can get my words right, does consist of lucky eggs. And honestly, most of the community here consists of good eggs. Hey, guess what? By being here today, you're a good egg. If you can't make it today and you're watching this VOD later, you're still a good egg. And I hope your hard boiling is done soon. Drummond a bum, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. He's my lucky egg. Played Slime Rancher and some Jackbox Party with my favorite people. Danny, that sounds like so much fun. That sounds like a great day. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the Celadon gym banner is actually in honor of our girl here. Come here. Come here. Turn around. Have a seat. Oh, no, you're getting shy, huh? Okay, go to your crate. That's fine. Now she's getting shy. I had a good egg this morning. Yes. So that's Evie. Because you get your Evie in the Celadon City buildings. Excuse me, girl. Go on. Good girl. Thank you. And she likes to come down right as we start streaming. Lately, that's been her deal because she wants to make sure that she gets a sweet treat. She wants to make sure that she gets a sweet treat. She gets in on this action. Can you sit? Sit. Evie, sit. Yes. Good girl. Take it. Good job. Okay. Move along. She's so mad. She used to be like so chill with me streaming down here. She's like, okay, go yell in the other room. Nowadays, she's not vibing on it as much. She gets a little mad. But welcome in, Dandy Raiders. Gonna lurk and stretch. Hey, yes, I was just about to say, take care of yourself, Raiders. Take care of yourself, Dandy. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a stretch, grab a dog, and pet it. Do what you gotta do. Take your meds if you haven't taken them today. But if you choose to stick around, if you have time to stick around, that's great. We'll have you. If you can't, no worries. No worries. I hope you have a great rest of your day, Dandy. And thank you so much for sharing your community with us. I am so pleased to have y'all here. We're going to do a little bit of powerlifting style training today, because that's what we've been progressing up through. And so we're cheesing out of maxing this week, and I'm just going to not have any negative feelings about it because I do not want to. Whew. We're still going to lift some heavy weights. Don't get me wrong. Oh, drum. Thank you so much for that gift sub. Yeah, thank you. That's so kind of you. Welcome in. Thank you for that gift sub to Dandy. Ugh. Ooh, y'all should please go check out Dandivation. Dandy's an awesome, fun, inclusive streamer. She runs she does some cooking streams sometimes. Just has a lot of fun hanging out, working out. Whew. Apparently playing Slime Rancher today, which I have yet to play. I have yet to play Slime Rancher, or Slime Rancher 2 for that matter, even though I hear they're great. Oh. So we're just doing some inchworms in place, walking the toes back, pressing down and up, full extension of the arms, and pushing the hips back. Get a nice stretch in the posterior chain. A little bit of range of motion work in the arms when we do a little sun salutation there. Oh. And bringing the toes right up. And we'll go back to finish this out. Walking the toes back. Oh, yeah. John Deeds, welcome in. How you doing? This is an excellent routine. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, this is my warm-up routine. We're about to do some yogi squats. How are you? Oh, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So I'm gonna change chat to make it appear larger so I can see it from across the room. I am turning 30 soon, and me eyes are getting a little bit worse. Little macho man came out there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it just comes right out. And there ain't nothing you can do about it when the macho madness comes upon you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Single?
What? John!
For you,
Oh
my
dang,
beard.
thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you for those 400 biddies. That's so kind of you. But yes, we're doing a deep yoga squat, trying to push the hips back. John, how have you been, friend? How's life? How are the holidays? We had a very Merry Christmas, I think. It was nice and chill. You are all gonna need me to get through this. Thank you. Yeah. No, I'm so glad you're here. I'll keep on pep talking. If you need it, just let me know when you want the Macho Man Randy Savage to come on out. And I will. Oh yeah, I will deliver. I will get myself out there in the open because it's all about brotherhood, but not the kind of brotherhood that sap Hulk Hogan is talking about. Cheater pants Hogan. Ooh. Yeesh. Chris, how are you, buddy? Did Evie pee on your guests? She did. So whenever we have folks stop in to just like check on Evie during an evening when we're out, she's been like pissing on the floor. It's no good. It's no good. About to start back to normal living soon. Can I ask about were you in a temporary situation? Were you sick? Obviously, you don't have to say. I'm glad to hear that you're getting back to normal. But I'm happy that things are normalizing for you. A return to normal can often be, uh-oh. Whoa, Joe! Ah, Joe, hello. Oh my gosh, hello Celtsy, hello Megs, hello Sirius Black, welcome in. Raiders, hi. How are we doing? It's unclaimed dominance. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Blue Roads. Joe, how was your workout today? Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I see him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays and Sundays, we play video games all the time. We are an inclusive community all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. Pushing it when you want to push it. Resting when you need to rest. Jay Conrad, welcome in. Hello, King Nick. Max, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We're just getting warmed up. We're having a I decided not to max this week. I was like getting ready to max and then decided not to max because I couldn't get people around to like do it safely. So we're going to do some heavy reps today, but like we're not going to fully max out, and that's okay. That's okay. I've accepted this. A lot of self-talk happening. Megs, how the heck are you? How the heck are you doing? Everyone, please go and check out Joe Workouts. If you have been on Health and Fitness Twitch and you haven't come across Joe's stream, I would be surprised. Please go and check. Oh, sorry. I forgot the thing. Please go check out Metal Megs as well. Megs has just this big, awesome, open gym and is just super welcoming and inclusive. Y'all, just like so many, and Celtsy too. I'm sorry. I gotta back soon. Gotta get food. Still making up for yesterday. Wait, you haven't gotten food since yesterday? Did you not eat enough yesterday? Celtsy, you have to eat enough. You skin and bones. You got to keep eating. Going to work out with the intention to max, then getting there and deciding not that fam. Yeah. Hello, Jay. Oh my gosh, so many wonderful streamer friends in the chat. Jay, how have the lifts been going? I saw that you got some PRs. I know people have lives. We got Malik in here too. Oh my gosh. Workout was great. So many amazing streamers in the fitness and health category. We really do. We are just like, we are blessed with just the presence of so many awesome, inclusive, and welcoming folks. I'm blown away. Joe, thank you so much for sharing your community with you. Raiders, if you're coming over, this goes to Joe too. Please take care of yourself. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a stretch, drink a little bit of water, have some pre-workout to get you through the rest of the day. JK, don't do that. You should really only use it before you work out. I don't know why I would say that out loud. I will admit that at one point in the younger part of my professional career, I was like, what if I just had some C4 to get me through a shift? It was a poor idea. I just got real shaky and angry. That may not be your experience, but that was mine. Had to crawl in a corner with no noise or light. Oh, Conrad. Oh, no. You got them migraines. Finishing up this year with some PRs I'm very happy about. 68 kilo bench and 163 kilo deadlift being my best. I don't know what that is in freedom numbers. I could probably try to struggle through converting it. Someone in chat might already have an idea of it. You don't want to see me when I'm angry? Thomas, hello, welcome in. Yeah, I have been blessed to not have migraines in my life, and anyone who has to deal with that biz, I do not envy you. Migraines are awful. Oh, wait. Why am I wearing shoes? One a year normally when I'm coming down with something. Ah, that's frustrating. Drink lots of water. Take whatever rest you need. I've got a buddy who gets like a few a year, a few really bad ones a year. And for him, they usually result in like full-on nausea. Like, I have to sit in a dark room and I can't move, otherwise I will vomit. But you never know. It could always come about for any one of us. Bodies be weird. Ah! Okay, those are big deadlifts. I just want to tell you. 149 pounds bench, 359 deadlift. That's a big dead. That's a big dead, my friend. That's huge. Congrats. Migraines are awful. I used to get them more frequently. Thankfully, not as much now. You know, I wonder what like brings that about in folks. Because that sounds so messy, so rough. Migraines often doesn't help them always stressed. Really bad ones last days. Oh, Thomas, I'm sorry you're having a stressful time. I appreciate you lurking. I get the dancing lights and need to sleep. Wake up feeling hungover. That sounds consistent with what I've heard. Yeah, so I had an ocular migraine once. So I guess I kind of fibbed. I've had one migraine, and it was something that I was informed was an ocular migraine, where just like, I saw the dancing lights, and I think it was during COVID, where I was playing like, I had so much screen time during the day. It was like, I'd wake up in the morning, I'd play Animal Crossing, I'd take a little walk for my mental health, and then sometimes I'd play more Animal Crossing before I started work, stare at my work screen for hours, and then at that time, I was both into Animal Crossing and The Witcher 3, and so obviously, as soon as I finished up work, I was playing The Witcher 3. And it was while I was trotting through Skellige, I had me a little ocular migraine. Just started to see all sorts of lights and colors that I hadn't seen before. Turned off the TV and just laid down for a while. Huge pain in the head. Hurts so much, just can't do anything. Yeah. That's why they're a legitimate thing to have to like miss work for and change arrangements for. I used to work with a couple of people who like, whenever someone would say that they couldn't come into work because of a migraine, they'd start cracking jokes about it. And I'm just glad I don't work with those people anymore. Screen doesn't help. Yeah, it's a legitimate thing. It'll mess you up. Mess you up real bad. I've gone through like a bunch of really weird little health things throughout life. I mean, I feel like everyone gets weird stuff when they're kids, but I had really bad asthma when I was young. And then that kind of moved into the point where I could just use a rescue inhaler when I needed one. And that kind of carried into my early 20s, but I got like random nosebleeds for a while. It was really weird. I've always had bad allergies too. Why am I going down my medical history on stream? I'm so sorry. Sounds like those people need to experience a migraine. Let's give them one, yeah? Let's give them some of that. Panda, hello. Welcome. How are you doing, Panda?
Are you single?
BRO, please do one more series of the inchworms. So I can do them right now, please. I came in late to your stream. Pineapple 37 hard.
I can do one inchworm, but I gotta get moving on these sets. Couldn't read the computer screen with those strobe lights in my eyes. It'd be so uncomfortable. Thank you for the 100 biddies, John. I guess I came at the right time, talking about drugs. What kind of drugs? We're talking about drugs? Yeah, no, you're welcome, John. I haven't even like taken my pre yet. So basically, I have a deadlift progression written into the routine here today. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of work up to a max, but not try to go. I guess an inhaler is a drug. You're right. You know what? Hey, everyone. I have an announcement to make. I have something that I need to confess. When I was a lad, I did nasal steroids. I'm sorry. If I ever told you that I was natty, I guess I lied. I had to. Not natty. I know. Fake. I'm a drug dealer. You dealing inhalers? You back. You have asthma. I did when I was younger. Yeah. It has largely disappeared. And I think, I don't know if that's just like time or if it actually is related to getting lots of exercise throughout my life. 1 inchworm is what we got here. Fingertips down, palms into the floor, push up, and push the hips back. If you have space to do this like on a stretch, you can do it. Corticosteroids, yep. Sports-induced asthma, also did steroids. Those nasal sprays are addictive. I will never forget the strong taste of roses injected directly into my nostrils. One Tree, what's up, buddy? How we doing? He's here. He is here, he is here, he is here. All right. Making my way up top. I'm good, working the chilling. Good, glad to hear it, buddy. Big strong guy doing big strong guy things. Hello, Lou, welcome in. I used to have an inhaler because when I had pneumonia, it screwed my lungs up forever. See, for me, it was always just, it's just been hereditary. Like, I do worry about my future children because I'm pretty sure those poor, sweet, innocent children are going to be yoked with all of my, I don't know, genetic oddities. They're going to have very large butts. Ooh. Big old butts. Curly hair, asthma. Horrendously allergic to cats and horses. Run the gamut. What you got? No migraines, though, as far as I know. Sorry, kiddo. Jumbless children equals error. This man can't raise kids. You heard the things he talks about on the internet? Hopefully the other half. Perfect. You know what? She is perfect. Life is real good. Stop describing me. Hey, don't you dare say I have a flat butt. I spent too much time on this booty. Fertilization is a random process involving an element of chance. Sweet Lou's biology teacher for 3 years. Hey, have you ever seen a Punnett square in your life? I'm pretty sure most of us have. Y'all remember Punnett squares? I worry for my future children for similar reasons. Malik, I told you that there was a thing that I said in your chat that I was never going to say again in front of you. And I'm going to stick with that. Even though the opportunity is very clearly right in front of me to make reference to what I was referencing before. You're allergic to horses? I feel so sorry for you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hella allergic to horses. It's like if there's like a scale of my allergies, it's like dogs, the outdoors, and like molds and leaf molds and pollens, cats, horses. Horses are like near hospitalization, or at least they were for me when I was younger. I couldn't do snap when I was. Panda, I'm gonna time you out. I'm gonna time you out if you talk about my butt this way. I will not hesitate. Teacher used to make us do 32 by 32 Punnett squares. She didn't want to do anything. I remember we had that as an extra credit thing on an exam. Just great personality. Joe is weak to horses. No, sure reference. I do see. Here's the thing: is I do love them. I do love them. I think they're great. They're big, beautiful, majestic creatures that honestly do scare me. If horses don't inspire some level of fear in you, I don't know that like you should be afraid of horses. Like, not for any particular reason. Dan, hello. How are you doing? Savage. Yes. Classy. Something. Get wrecked. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Hello, friends. Welcome in, Get Wrecked Fitness. Oh my gosh. I gotta do a couple of shouts here. Welcome in. Welcome in, Get Wrecked Fitness. How was the lift today? Horses are kryptonite. I'm even more powerful than kryptonite. I can sniff that. Wait, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something about like sniffing the rock, and you know, that has too many paths we can go off. What kind of lift did you get in today? What'd you do? Was it push day? Was it pull day? Was it leg day? Gaston is having shoulder day. Big shoulder day. All right, let's keep rolling with our warm-ups. We're gonna do at least, I think we'll do 2 more warm-up sets before we get up to what we're gonna be attempting today. Good. 295 is easy. Am I okay? I'm not okay. I'm not way. I'm sorry for that. All right, we're gonna put the red ones on. I'm not gonna say I'm making this up as I go along today, but to say that I have a very clearly formed plan would be incorrect. This will be 335 on the bar. We'll hit this as another warm-up, and then we'll go big. I have my math on that, right? Yeah. 315 plus 20. 335. But welcome in, Raiders. Get wrecked. Thank you so much for sharing your community with us today. Raiders, my name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays and Sundays, we play video games all the time. We're an inclusive community that's all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. Welcome to the home gym. Please take care of yourselves. Get wrecked if you got to go. I totally get it. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a stretch. Do what you got to do. Stay safe and healthy and well. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for bringing your community over. Look at these beautiful barbell. Look at it. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Classic deflection. I don't like my hair drinked. I can't stand when people drink my hair. I'm sorry about it. Howdly doodly, everything going okay in here? Well, thank you, Ned. Welcome in, Para. Welcome in, welcome back. How are you doing? Can I get some mod love? Happened to me so much, I'm now sans hair. That's rough. That's really rough when people drink your hair. Welcome in, Eric. Buff Buttered. Trying to work out at home this week. Truly just winging it to move in some form. Honestly, Jay, that is A-okay. That is A-okay. Whatever movement, especially like this weird time of year, whatever movement looks like for you, do it up. Try to keep your habits. When like everything in your schedule changes, just try to keep your habits, whatever you can, even if it's smaller. He, him pronouns, but to me, everyone here is a sister and a queen. Yas, queen. Yas, queen. Are you working up to a top single or something? That's the plan, Lou. I think what I really wanted was to just do rep PRs today. So everything I'm doing, I'm planning for doubles. So I am potentially going to try to hit 375. And that would be a first timer for me. I stay for the hair. Welcome in, Chris. How are you doing? Assuming the good habits. They are good. They are good. Hey, Dan, can I tell you something? You bring people joy, and that's a good habit. That counts. That freaking counts. If you bring joy into other people's lives and you make them laugh, and you don't like totally undo that by being a wad afterwards, which I don't believe you do, that counts. That's a good habit. Last week of the year means any effort is more than enough effort. Perfect. Perfect. You got it, Jay. I am knackered and moody because I forgot my meds, but I'm productive, so it'll do. Hey, that's okay, Para. Wherever you're at, we're here for you. Haven't left the house like a week and a half. Going stir crazy, the weather's been brutally wet and determined tomorrow to go gym. What's the plan for tomorrow's gym? What are you doing with James tomorrow? Dan brings joy to me because I don't have to whack him with a knot sword. I try to be a wad. I just filmed some stuff in my new run coats because they're snug, like comically snug. What, you got new run coats? I want to hear about it. Can you share them in the Discord? Is that too much to ask? Try to not be a wad. Okay, good. That's what I figured you meant. I figured you weren't aiming for wadhood. What is that blue delicious drink that has been inserted into your mouth hole? It looks so good. That blue delicious drink is where'd it go? Whoop. C4. C4. Now you C4. Now you don't. Now you C4. Now you don't. Now you C2 C4. Now you don't. There's a discount code down below and a link to support me if you want to buy some stuff. I can share links, sure, rad. I'd love to see it. I love it when people get new gear. Be so off program, probably just play around with stuff at the gym, get full body. It's a new gym joining, so we shall learn some things. That's the best though. When you're just kind of goofing around and learning a new space, like it can be scary, but as long as you just like accept that you're probably gonna forget something, that you're probably gonna like leave something in a duffel bag at home, or like just kind of have this awkward like stepping around or trying to navigate a new spot. As long as you accept that that's going to happen and you expect it's going to be a little weird, it can be really exciting. I forgot you were a C4 queen. That's so boots down the house, mama, slay. Hold on. I have to read that properly. I'm trying to think of the right character voice for this. Oh, I forgot you were a C4 queen. That's so boots down the house, mama, slay, rave, rave. I know those words individual, but not in that order. I can't anything do right because pickles. All right, I'll belt up. So the fun thing about today, is that no matter what, the set that I just did a single of, that 285, a year ago, I was struggling with a single for that. So this is growth. At no point today are we not exhibiting some form of growth. Speaking of pre-workout, do you see who found themselves on the Muscle Girls stream and bar in Tokyo? No. Who done did? Love your sunflower belt. Matches my sunflower lanyard. Ooh. Yeah, I love the sunflower belt. I could not find it initially, and then I had to wait for it to go back in to the store. It was sold out for a hot minute, but then I got it. But tell me, Lou, who was there? Okay. Boop, boop. So that was 335. Wasn't easy. It wasn't bad. I think we're gonna go with 365. We'll put the sub bumpers on here. this I did plan. I thought maybe, depending on how 365 feels, I'll go for 375. Admittedly, my goal this year was 400. I don't know that I'm there, but that's okay. Good job. Well, thank you. Wait, Heck was in the Muscle Girls stream and bar in Tokyo? What? I didn't know he was over there. If he gets a sunflower themed gym, that would be so pretty. I've thought about getting a deadlift platform vinyl sticker with a big sunflower. You know what a Greenlandia with sunflower represents over here? What does it mean? Please tell me. Any advice for someone who keeps falling off the wagon on their fitness journey? NP. Oh, so that's a great question. Do you feel, and I can either talk on this, but I would like to ask, like, where do you feel like you keep falling off? Is it like after a certain period of time? Is it, because the big thing that I would say is like try to look for patterns, you know? If you tried to get after it before and you've fallen off of it, like what are the things that happen that like get you away from that? Sweaty Gamer Gains, hello. Oh, we got a wellness minute too. Sheesh. All right, hang on. Apparently I need to go look at Heck's Instagram first. I've been demanded to go look at what the Holder Heck is doing. Holder. Is it in his stories? Represents the wearer has a hidden disability. I wear one for my autism and anxiety. Oh, I didn't know that. That's so neat. Wait a minute. Whoa, his story is like 10 years long. Oh, there's so much here. Come on. Come on. We're almost there. There we go. He made it. I can't believe it. That's so cool. He may grabbed a clip from the stream and he's in the background. His story. That's so cool. That's wonderful. All to eat, mate. No. Oh, my time's almost up, isn't it? Hello, Rocks. Interesting. Oh, I didn't know about that, Para. That's rad, though. All right, I owe a wellness minute. Welcome in, Rocks. But NP, I do think it's more with my diet than actually working out. Okay, I got some thoughts for you. Story: he gets slapped in the face, flashes money, in the end he's shirtless. Exactly. That is exactly what I would expect. What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Running, so you see him pronouns, and welcome to today's Wellness Minute. Today's Wellness Minute is utilize micro goals. So when you are trying to get started with a new habit, we can kind of fall into this trap sometimes of thinking like, I need to put 30 minutes a day towards this thing. I need to put 45 minutes a day. I need to learn to play a new song every day on the piano, or I need to like meal prep every Sunday and make like all of my meals throughout the week and then stick to that like super hard. Those are great things. If that works for you, do it. Absolutely do it. If you are someone who has struggled with consistency on something, utilize the power of habit and utilize micro goals. A micro goal can be as small as I'm going to do one push-up. I'm going to read one page in my book. I'm going to walk over to the piano and I'm going to play one little arpeggio when I get out of bed in the morning. All of these things do something that I think we're pretty familiar with, and that is breaking the ice. If you are struggling to start on the things that you care about, make it clear what is the smallest possible denomination, what is the smallest little thing you can do to start. Because once you break that ice, once you do that thing, chances are you're going to want to keep going. If you have the time and you do one push-up, you're probably going to do like 20 push-ups or however many you need to do to feel like you're getting a workout in. That might branch into another workout. Keep those larger goals too. Like make sure that you have those intentions to expand things more. But don't be afraid to reduce everything down to the smallest possible goal so that when you do that, you still feel that sense of accomplishment. If everything else is going wrong and I do that one push-up, I read that one page in my book, I'm still meeting that commitment to myself and I don't feel like shit when I didn't do it. So that's today's Wellness Minute. Utilize micro goals, plan it out, and just like do the thing. Okay. Do you know how to play piano, or is that just an example? I intended to learn the piano at one point and then didn't, and that's why I use that as an example. Rug, hello. Burl has entered the chat. Rug, I'm sorry for the timing of what I'm doing right now. In relation to the guy who made Pinocchio, yeah, Arpeggio was the long forgotten brother of Geppetto. Geppetto played the accordion. Arpeggio played the piano. So, welcome in, Rug. My entrance has made it warmer. I get it. No. You got it. You got it. You got it. Hundo P. You're on the spot with it. Para, can I get a shout for Rug? PT, I've heard the opposite. I've heard it was really good. So, NP, what I will share about feeling like you're falling off on your diet is try to examine your relationship with food. And what I mean by that is diets are great. Diets are really, really good for helping us learn about how to interact with food in particular ways that support or don't support our goals. TV Jalapeno, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. But like, if you look at how you eat and like not just the food that you're eating, but the timing of the food that you're eating, everything about it, and try to view it as an ongoing relationship. Like if you think about how much time you spend eating during a day, like you're going to spend more time working, you're going to spend more time sleeping, you might spend more time watching TV, but like all of the time and energy that we put into fueling our bodies, if you are approaching food as like, I'm doing this one thing for 8 weeks and then I don't have a plan after that, it can be really hard to continue the growth in the way that you want to after that. So hang on a second. Oh. Yeah, that was 365. Felt okay. I mean, that's a PR right there. Okay. So if I had 20 pounds, it'd be 385. Feel like I could probably get that. Just got to lock in that back a little bit better. But yeah, I think one of the most powerful things for me over the years has been changing the way that I look at food. Not just as fuel, not just as subsistence, not just as something that I enjoy. It's all of those things. If I am really feeling like having a big sugary diet day, like, why is that? What is in my brain that tells me that I want to do that? Most of the time, it's habit. Thank you, Jalapeno. Kind of you. But y'all, please follow Rug. 100%. Lou, you got the hamster wheel spinning right now. I think I might be able to do it, but even that rep didn't feel super clean. So happy pull was on today. I've been setting this over for a week and I feel like a potato. Gotta have a little potato time sometimes. Waiting for my instructor to give me a lift, which is kind of oh, that's great. So you guys are probably down to one car, right? Are you vote? Actually, you don't have to answer that. Excuse me. Xmas and grief special combo. And you know what? Like, it's okay to take that time. I hope everyone knows this. Like, 1 week isn't going to totally derail you unless you let it derail you, right? And you're getting back to pole today, and that's a wonderful thing. Biggest benefit to food is how the changes make you feel if you eat better quality food. That's true, Marmaduke. Welcome in. But that's part of the conversation, right? Is if you Like you can't expect, okay, let me back this up. I'm gonna keep digging on the whole relationship concept by saying like, if you have a person in your life, no matter how much you care about them, no matter how much time you spend with them, no matter how much you communicate with them and like maintain an open dialogue, there are still going to be things that you're learning about each other throughout the course of that relationship that you're not going to be able to just like hammer out in a day and figure it out. There's going to be so many things. And communication is the key. It feels weird to think about communicating with your food, but you know, reflecting on what your food is doing for you and how it's making you feel. If you like binge on chocolate in the evening and then you wake up in the morning feeling like you got hit by a bus, like, yeah, yeah, that's something to note, right? The movie wasn't terrible, but the part of the Pleasure Island scene I would have changed up. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part of the story. Mom was borrowing my car at the Mo's. Hers broke right before. Oh, no, rug. Oh, geez. Always put on a bit of winter padding, as we should, right? Like, if you're in an area where it gets cold and dark during the winter, the expectation that you should be doing everything exactly the same as you were when you're in, like, the hot season, I don't know. That's just a little harsh. That's just a little harsh. Blown up to 285, legit. Feel like 10 to 15 pounds since late November. Perks of birthdays and Christmases close together. 100%. Hundo P. Morgan, hello, welcome in. How are you doing, Morgan? The goose method. I think I'm losing weight too fast. It was 268 a little over a month ago. 242, 5'11", early 20s. Well, if you made a really quick diet shift and you've gone from like basically gaining weight to cutting weight, you're probably going to see a big jump at the beginning of that, especially if you've been cutting calories really quickly and really hard. But if you feel like you're losing weight too fast, like you're feeling super tired, you're feeling low energy, then yeah, like eat a little more calories. Are you counting calories at all? Doing good. How about you? I'm great. We're going to see how these deads go. I'm going to look at me. I said I wasn't going to try to max out this week, but I'm basically maxing out right now. Always the end few pounds that take forever for me. You know, that's so, like there's research about that too, that essentially as you lose weight, your body does not like that much of the time. And so that creates stress, which generates cortisol, which like, if you're ever wondering like, oh, I've been losing weight, like I've been really tight about my diet, but I still got this little pooch in my stomach, you know? I've still got the little poochy pooch. Guess what? That's stress. That's stress. Your body doesn't want you to be completely, your body wants to have a stored fat source for you to lean on. All right, friends. Okay. Nope. Let's reset. I didn't believe. The problem with that was a lack of self-belief. Can I exchange my pain redeem? How are you feeling about it? I think after I finish these deadlifts, the pain redeem would be beautiful. Would be beautiful. I don't know how much calories I should be consuming. So TV, while I'm thinking about what I've just done, go ahead and, yes, thank you, Morgan. I would love that, though. You know, you'd think all of this would be able to move that, but it just ain't. Oh, yeah, that's it. We're not going higher. That was so much back. That was so much back. I did do it. What an asshat I am. I'm not good at max this week. Full on RPE 10. Thank you, everyone. My back, and also my back. Thank you, friends. I don't know if anyone's available to clip that. I would appreciate it if someone's able to, but... Whew. You know what's funny? I wrote down 375, and I think that would have been the safe reduction. No, you're welcome, NP. If you want some advice on specific foods, I'm happy to help. I try not to speak about eating to be like really in a really prescriptive way, because I know that everyone has history with food that may not be the same as mine, and also like resource availability. But thank you, everyone, for believing in me. I'm going to drop it back down and do just a couple of lighter sets. Ugh. You know what? Ooh. Can I suggest some form help? Please do. You know, I have like really good days and really bad days with deadlifts. Some days I'm able to really wedge my back in, and it feels good. That was 285, or sorry, 385. Excuse me. But I'll take whatever you got, Lou. Honestly, I'm not shy to taking advice here on stream. Whoa. We'll go down to 315, which is still pretty heavy for me, but thank you for the advice. Also eat chicken, steak, turkey, rice, and different veggies. Gotta get them veggies in. If you're getting your veggies in, you're already on a good path. I mean, do you feel like you binge on foods? Like you're doing good, and then suddenly you just you start going hard on the sweets or something? Whew. I'm thinking about goals for 2023, and I think I'm going to have to carry my 1,000-pound total goal over a year instead of hitting that this year. But I did get stronger this year. As mentioned, I've been lifting for a long time. Oh, thank you, Para. Brought the shins too far forward, move the bar, your back compensated. Bar shifted too far forward. Love to see you tuck in the lats, engaging them a bit more, trying to squeeze someone's hands as they try to pick you up under the armpits. It was the lats. You're right, Lou. I'm going to try to nail that in these next couple of sets. This will be good. I'll try to make sure that I'm getting my form right as I'm coming back down. Thank you, Para. Thanks for, hey everyone, thanks for being here for that. I appreciate it. Suggest an exercise to drill it? Please do. If you don't mind, Lou, whatever you put here in chat, go ahead and pop in the Discord too, because I won't be able to look at this afterwards. And my brain may forget it. Last few weeks, I'm such an emotional eater. I don't know what to do with this information yet, but I'm glad I made the discovery. Figuring out like the connection between food and emotion is like huge. Huge. No, you learn now. Like, please tell me now so that everyone else can benefit too, but also put it in the Discord. And I can copy and paste it. BB for life, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Used to be fit, but life happens. When I get serious, I don't care how the food tastes. I'll eat it if it's good for me. And some people can do that, honestly. Have a good workout. Time to eat. Have a great eats, get wrecked. Thank you so much for bringing your community over here. Egg. Kiss my lucky egg. Ulrich, my dude. Welcome in, welcome back. Thank you for the resub, buddy. Cheers. I'm gonna ditch my pants. We're just gonna ditch the pants real quick. I'm too warm. Banded deadlift. bands pull the bar away from you, so you have to keep the lats engaged to keep the bar close. I'll see if I can find a demo. Yeah, so now that I'm like done with this program, I'm gonna start writing my own programming again, and I'm so ready to start working in deadlift variations. Au revoir, pants. Au revoir. I don't know why that's hitting me so good right now. Yes, get in the Discord. Join us on the social medias. The link tree should also have links for anything that I have as a product for which I am an affiliate. All right. Oh yeah, the lats. I'm feeling it right now. Ah, here we go. That felt better. Bonsoir. I should have learned French. Damn it. I stayed too quickly. Sip a little water. Get your hiccups out. Helps me as thinking food is fuel. If I was the physique I want, nothing will stop me. Having a goal physique is a great goal. Oh, that's it, roll time. I got one more set of deadlifts and then I will roll it out. I know it's literally taken me over an hour to do deads today. Healthy, top tier, healthiest fast food places. Always on the run. Don't have time to pack a lunch every day. So I guess, Swag King, let me ask, what is like nearby? And I can rank what is available to you, if you don't mind. Oh. I got you, Morgan. I'm sorry. Been training since 15. Look in shape, abs muscular. One issue, I've grown from 170 to 186. How old are you now, BB? Welcome in. Front banded deadlifts. Okay, no, I can do that. That sounds great, Lou. Hello, Remus. How you doing? Welcome in, buddy. I'm doing great, thank you. 17. Okay. So BB, I'm gonna say something that is just gonna sound kind of frustrating, but I want you to, if I can give you any advice, and take your time, okay? Like, get yourself a 200 to 300 calorie deficit. Train the way you want to train, right? Take your time, you know? You don't, I did not look like this until a couple of years ago, and I am 30 years old. If you're getting taller, that's great. You may have to eat a little bit more to get thicker, but don't feel pressure to like have your body be like huge and muscular when you're in that age. If you want to share your reasons for why you want to be like bigger and like not skinny, like happy to talk through some of those things. But I think it's really important, especially with everything, and I'm gonna come off as like millennial talking down on you, and I'm sorry, but it's really important to separate what you want for your body from what you think people are expecting your body to look like. I want to feel massive and join the Army Special Forces. So I will tell you that like, if you just keep like eating food and like being active and you're as tall as you are, just like, you'll fill out. You'll fill out. And if you want to join the force, they'll make sure that you get enough food. The Army will absolutely train you. You will go in maybe feeling a little bit skinny, but you'll be just fine. It'll come with time. Give it time, friend. Seriously. Heard you say something in French. Here's that, but in Czech. Dobry večer. Is it dobry večer? Adorbs, can you help me pronounce that? Not many fast food places, but is it okay once a week? What's the cutoff? Honestly, I think once or twice a week is fine. The more you can plan, the better. But I hope that anyone who has to like work in some work in some fast food or some fast casual. Like, if I could give the most general advice, like, one, don't get caught up on it. Don't think that you've like lost all your progress because you're eating a day of fast food. And two, always shoot for Tex-Mex. Beans and rice are gonna always be like much better diet-wise than most of the like beef and potatoes that you get at like American fast food places. There we go. Now we're done. But BB, for real. Like, I know I project a certain way of being, but the kind of training that you'll do to get stronger or faster, and the training that you'll do to like get bigger muscles, different training. Said it better than most people do. The Y is more like E, but impressed. So, dobry večer. I may have gone backward. Training for looks versus training for strength utility. Oh yes, Fox. Maybe I subconsciously was thinking that, but ooh, goodness. Oh. About to leave for haircut. Get a fade on the side, a little long on the top. Everyone's really liking the long hair right now. A little trim on top. Yeah, I'd say go with a 3. Because if you leave it a little short on the sides, like it'll fill out. But if you don't cut it short enough, like you'll feel like you don't have enough contrast with what's up top. Project a certain way of being. Hello. Army will definitely not let you keep the muscles like you see on TikTok. Had a friend lost all his muscles when he joined. Oh, hello, Rocket. Is that a rocket in the chat? I've clearly done some learning here. Yes, you have, Fox. I'm so proud of you. Still not good at the language after a year of living in Czechia. Is it Czechia? You can order it at Starbucks in Czech. Man. Don't want to poof on top of my head, which is what my curly hair loves to do. Can I get a shout for Rocket Fit? My goodness. I cannot believe this handsome, talented man is joining us in chat today. Y'all, please go and check out our buddy Rocket. Rocket, we're talking about the service. Rocket and Megs are two of our community veterans, and they definitely know a lot about staying fit, living the military life, and they're great folks. They're great folks. Rocket has been just crushing it lately. Dude's been doing fundraisers, been doing community events. My man has been doing so much for the folks in his community, and I appreciate him so much. How are you today, Rocket? How are the holidays? How are you feeling? How's that cake? Man. I was planning on climbing later today. I might have just roasted my CNS. It's fine. Keep going. Bigger your arm muscles, the weaker and more trouble you have at archery. Interesting to see these huge buff guys struggle so much. Oh yeah. No, I know. I've tried archery a couple of times, and just like, I don't have huge shoulders. My shoulders are big enough that I struggle a bit. All right, Morgan, I got to take these off the bar, and then I will do the pain. The good pain. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? We'll bring it back to Keenan and Kel. That's cool. One thing I forgot to say about Rocket is that he had some of the most hyped streams if you want to go in and just feel like you're having a party right in your browser window. Woke up with a bit of a sore throat, but that won't stop me. No, not the sore throat. Good running. 2-kilometer run at 8:14. That's good time. That's good time for a 2K. The good pain. Oh, I tell you what, this is one of my favorite songs on this playlist. I stinking love the Shovel Knight soundtrack. Woo! Couldn't beat the game, but I love it. Good Burger was my nickname in basic training. Oh man. Ugh. How did you get the name Good Burger? You know what? You don't have to answer that. It's fine. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, Megs. I feel like you, is it like what is the etiquette on asking for the origin of someone's nickname? I think I tend to not ask in general. Ooh. Oh, that left one. Oh, that left calf. I tell you what, though, this feels a lot better than it did a couple weeks ago. I was really struggling on the left calf. I went a little too hard on one of my runs. And your new nickname is now Good Burger. All right, we're back. Malik said it. It must be true. Oh my gosh. Hey Malik, would you call yourself a modern day philosopher? Can I attach that title to you? I want to ask you that directly before I say the next thing that's on my mind. One of Taylor's new songs. Sounded very similar to my maiden name. The drill sergeants would call me Good Burger. I love that. That's so good. I can ask everyone else. Would we consider Malik to be a modern day philosopher of muscle?
My wife.
Shelby Jane, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. And thank you for my wife. Morgan, thank you for the pain. 385 for one. New deadlift max. 385 for one. Congrats, everyone. I said I wasn't going to max out, and I did. Welcome in. Chad Ossifer. Okay. Because if he accepts it, I would like to refer to him henceforth as Socrates. I told Malik that I wouldn't talk about his massive pecs anymore, but I have to assign him the title that I just thought of, and that is Socrates. I can write that out in the chat so that he can see it, because I think he's got me muted because he's lurking and working. There we go. You okay with that, buddy? I just want to make sure. Because here's the thing. If someone says they don't like a nickname, you shouldn't use it. So if Malik says he doesn't want it, I'm dropping it right now. Someone has to teach Plato what's what. All right. So we're going to start at a bench progression now. I don't know that I'll be able to get to all of my accessories today, and that's fine because I'm planning on climbing afterwards. I got a bestie coming into town. We're gonna go to a climbing gym together. I'm so excited. Because I'm happy to say that is the way. Nicknames are for having fun and getting closer. And if someone says like that's not it. That's not about me. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about. We won't do it. The best thing about our climbing date is that because we are going at the time we are going, wifey is actually going to be able to take part, which I'm super stoked about. Defo didn't have to check out what teats mean. Oh, maybe we shouldn't use it. You know what? There is too much like there are too many multilingual folks on Twitch for us to go with something like that as a name, I guess. I gotta move those bands. Good. Urban Dictionary for the win. Buttspot has chosen me. You've been chosen twice, thrice, the double whammy. Hallelujah. Hams, hello. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. How's your day going? Did your clothes shopping experience improve? Obviously, you do not have to answer on that if you don't want to. But I was appreciating the frustrations you were sharing as someone who has also struggled to find the right clothes multiple points. There was a time in my life where I had a very non-normative body type. Buying clothes was an absolute mess. Stinking worst. Every pair of jeans I put on was either too big in the waist, too big in the thighs, too small in either. Yes and no, okay. Was it dress clothes? Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Normal clothes, okay. Yeah, I did ask Lauren for help in getting me some new casual clothes for the holidays. Oh, we got to stretch? Oh, do the set first. Let's get this rotator cuff all warmed up. Let's make official the stretch. What stretch do you want? I don't normally take requests like this, but what did you want me to stretch? Brand of clothing that I really love that caters to people with more athletic builds. What's it called, Beatloaf? So I remember seeing Matt Morja was pushing this brand of jeans that is like, they're like stretchy jeans, but they're also like super tight, you know? And I'm not really looking for that fit. I'm not looking for something that like hugs my legs all the way down. I think the jeans that I've found recently have been good, but every once in a while I'll try to order like cosplay pants and then I'll have to send them back because they're too tight around the calves. I wanted jeans that would not cut the blood to my legs. That's a good goal. One muscle that you do not usually stretch. I could do a little lean back. I want all the pain today. Bear Shark, hello, welcome in. Talk about clothes. Found the pair of shoes I want to wear when I graduate from uni. Be 2 years, but I want them for my graduation or my thesis defense. That's incredible. Can I ask what your PhD is in? What are you studying? I love that for you. Barbell Apparel, all their clothing has a bit of elastic in it. There is give. Purchase jeans from them as well as polo shirts. Very happy with it. I'll check it out. I do not buy clothes. I need to get better about this. Having a greater option in nice clothes when I get leaner. You're already looking so good. You're already looking so good. Embrace the pirate look and go for the lace-up calf look. Well, that's the thing, is the pirate pants that I bought. It was those in particular, Para. I could not lace them up. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Not doing a PhD. It's my bachelor's. She's majored like 5 times. Finally found what I like: politics, philosophy, and economics. So you're getting the full gamut. You must be learning some rad stuff. Sorry, when you said dissertation, I guess I assumed it was a PhD. Because in the States, that's typically the thing. Yesterday, I became aware of how big my arms look. I was shocked. Were you flexing? Were you flexing on all your pals? Good stretch. They sell the super fitted stuff, but have straight fit and relaxed fit options as well. I might check that out. I'm due for some new casual clothes. I'm due for some new like workplace clothes. This is how bad I am. I bought 2 new shirts when I started a new job and have continued to wear largely the same stuff that I've worn for years. Those were bad. But we press on. You had a dissertation at the bachelor's level? Yeah, for most most bachelor programs in the US, like that can be a part of it. But most often you see people like some programs have capstones. Very few have full dissertations. At least very few that I had seen in my time in undergrad. Maybe it's becoming more popular. There was a legitimate concern for a little bit of whether like everyone who was graduating actually had the writing skills that people need. So much of that comes from like actually being in the workplace. Just a photo we took at brunch. Went to a vegetarian vegan place. That was really good. Yay! I love that you find the good spots. Andy, good morning. How you doing, friend? Good merry morning to you. How was your day so far? It's been a whole semester doing political thought. All came down to freedom. Pretty much how we justify different actions depending on what we consider freedom. That's a really interesting point, Adorbs, because I feel like we have the same thing with property in the US. Freedom and property, and I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't have the full skill set available to me right now to really articulate everything. But freedom, property, civil liberties, it's where people draw their lines and what they consider to be an infringement of those things. Here I go, talking about it anyway. Cool, thank you, Meatloaf. I appreciate it. Should have went to university in America. 1 semester would have been 10x the cost. Yeah, no, hey, if you can choose, don't go to school in the US. Because here's what happens. If you want to work in the US and you're like going to college in another country, guess what? People will look at your resume in the US and they'll see that you came from a foreign school and they'll be like, oh, that's great. That's very nice. They must be so qualified. And they paid less money. Actually, they don't talk about the pay less money thing, but you will know you paid less money. But if you go to the US, so I'll give you an example of like one of the places that I lived in at one point and considered going back to again, but never did. Chicago, great place. If you are a graduate of a university that is in that immediate area, you have a much harder time finding a job than someone who has a degree from another college outside of that area, because so many people want to stay there. And calves so thick you can't lace them. It is a problem. When I hear the song, I expect a caption that has extremely racist stuff written on it. What song was it? What song was playing? Can someone tell me, so in case it's I don't remember what the last song was. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Gaston, have a great haircut, friend. Been sleeping all morning. That sounds relaxing. But welcome in, Lemony. University of West Scotland. Sounds all regal. He is shite hole. Oh, Little Dark Age. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if that has some connotations, let me know and I will remove it from the playlist. It's a neat song, but if it's gonna start sending the wrong message, I don't want it around. Was a little dark age. Okay. Talked a lot about the US. Feel like whenever we mention anything about freedom, US classmates got a look from the professor. Yeah. It's a funny concept. Cool. Thank you, Para. Yeah, that's an open call. A lot of people use that song to spread messages about toxic masculinity for some reason. Okay, Malik came back and found it. Really? That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, I mean, I can kick it off the playlist. No, it's all good, Malik. It's all good, my friend. All right. What did I plan? It's a good song though. Okay. All right. So Malik, are you okay with that moniker? Because I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it on you. Now I'm gonna use that in my handle. Perfect. That's what I wanted. I want you to take that. I want you to use it. Let the mountains sing the name of our modern philosopher. With the massive pepperonis. Morgan, have a great lurk. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Our modern day philosopher, our speaker of truths. Socrates. And whoever your student is, I'm trying to think of another like name for Plato. Pepperonis. It's like a funny pizza topping. Hold on. You know what? Now we're not gonna. Hold on. Yeah, that does make me uncomfortable. Squaddle. Oh boy. And we can't forget Socrates' side piece, Aristotle. But that one's just a little too close, you know? Socrates. Somehow I like Socrates more. Dan, what do you got going on today, my dude? Are you streaming again? Aristotle. Damn, that's good. So just so you know, right now we're just keeping a warm up going on the rotator cuff. Getting shoulders nice and loosey goosey. We're gonna be pushing some. I mean, this is my old PR on the bar right now. I'm gonna try to hit it for a double. On the struggle bus. Doesn't help I didn't really get to sleep last night. Might stream tonight, not sure. All right. I might try to pop in. I got a buddy coming over. Do you go in the Discord VCs post-stream? Do you mean to just like chat? Not really, no. I mean, if there's one thing that I feel like I have not been great about since I started streaming and started running a Discord community is like, I haven't done as much stuff in VC as I'd like to. We've had a couple of movie nights, but I don't know. I just feel like I spend so much time streaming and so much time working that like when I have more time, I want to make sure I'm spending it with wifey. And I know everyone understands, but I still have some feelings about it. More Play-Dohs, more Zanos. Yesterday was so hilarious. Did you like that, Dan? I had a lot of fun doing it. Honestly, like, I don't know if Paul's still here. Oh, Rip Review. Hello. I'm so sorry, my dude. How are you doing, friend? I had such a good time playing Star Trek VR. It was so much fun. The The bar is a small mountain you have to climb to survive the big Florida flood. Feel bad about that one. No, don't feel bad about it. I would have bopped you. If I felt like it was too much, I'll always bop you. You don't gotta shout me out. I do want to though. Oh, Para, I'm sorry. I was embarrassed that I missed it. Rip, he got I'm getting ripped tonight. But yeah, I was a little bit afraid of how would I experience Star Trek VR? Was I going to actually be able to, hold up and do the thing? And to my surprise, extremely fun. Way more approachable than I expected it to be. It was hard, sure, but there is nothing like the feeling of watching the Borg show up and then trying to get out of there as fast as you possibly can. Yeah, that's going to be as heavy as we go today. I'm home alone. I'm not putting any more on the bar. The panic was awesome. Like that is just one thing I'm always going to remember from that is like, wait, what is that cube? Is it a cube on the radar? Jesus, is that the Borg? Get out of here! Fire up the warp core! Cube, that's right. The Borg are just like the most ridiculous, most ridiculous antagonist. Because their ship is just a giant cube. Too easy, you didn't even sweat. No. I mean, the thing is again, like I'm home alone, right? So if I should probably, I'm gonna pull the clips off. I'm gonna do another double of this, but I was too nervous to really appreciate it. I've got so much highlighting to do. I've got so much work to do on VODs. The finger points, the high fives, the button mashing. It was just like, it was all so fun. The thing that I was like thinking about partially the whole time is just like, what does this look like from the other perspective? Like when people are like seeing me just like wave these controllers around in a dark room, like what does that look like? Are you doing 265 reps of barbell hip thrusts? I am not, Benji. I am not, unfortunately. That'd be a lot of thrusts. Your butt would be roasted. Your butt would be a roasty, toasty pile of brioche. 3 by 8 by 265. Aw, stop. Jazzy! Hi! Welcome in, Jazzy. How are you doing? Hello. Can I get a shout for Rage Jazzy, please? Jazzy, thank you for the 12 months. Jazzy, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? That's what I imagine people feel during run streams before I get the lens mod. That was when you were smashing the panel and waving the controllers in the air. I mean, that's what I felt like some of that time, though. VR is wild. It's a wild time. Andy, thank you. Para, thank you. Jazzy, hi. I need to let you know something, and I need everyone else to know something. You are probably just like, I feel weird. I feel weird saying this. I feel weird saying it when I say it anyway. You have been like one of my favorite people that I discovered this year. Like 100%. Like one of my favorite streamers that I've gotten into and just like spent a little time in your community. Your streams are so much fun. Your streams are so much fun and they're filled with so many wonderful people. Your community is so awesome and you should be so proud. Like, I don't know how you're feeling. I don't know how you're feeling about year in review content and all that stuff. But you are just like, you're wonderful. And everyone should go follow Jazzy because I don't know. It's just been great. Thank you for being you. And I've just really appreciated connecting with you this year. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. This little thing. This little thing. No, you. No, you. It's so much fun. And like, again, just completely like mind-blowingly good at video games. I know you're gonna argue with me on that point, but I've met so many wonderful people this year that I feel weird even, you know, adding any sort of superlatives on top of anything, but just it's been fabulous getting to know you, friend. Ooh. Oh, that form was so bad. That form was so bad. Maybe I'll do a third heavy double. Gained a lot of homies this year. I think there was like kind of a post, I'm not going to call it a post-COVID renaissance because I don't believe that we're ever going to be entirely post-COVID, but like, oh, thank you, Moon. Forgot how I even ended up here. Power before control. We're gonna give this one more go for a double. It's been wonderful being here. Very happy I met you. You're always so kind of fun to hang out with. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Thank you, Buttspot. Confused as it said Castlevania, but was defo hearing ABBA. It was just slow. Moon, I'm glad you ended up here. I'm glad you ended up here, Moon. This goes, I mean, this, like, I don't mean to just, like, claw back and be like, whoa, hey, by the way, everybody, but, like, everybody, thank you for being here. Hundo P, thank you for joining us this year. I put a lot of meat on these thighs over the last year. Buttspot is my friend today. Thank you for streaming. I'm nothing without all of you. I'm nothing. Thick thighs save lives. I really wanted to get bigger quads this year. That was my goal, because I think like I had a little bit of quad shrinkage from like all the marathon training, but it's starting to fill out a little bit. I've got a little outer quad growth this year. Been here since April 4th. I still remember our first chat. I remember the day that you looked me in the eyes and said, hello. Oh, hold on a second. We have maple syrup, rice, and peanut butter. Lots of those things. My buddy is making a stop at the shop, and I had to make sure I communicated. Earlier question about going to VCs, I wanted to show you oh, that's right. That's right. No, I haven't been able to. I mean, today I've got so much editing that I have to get done before my friend shows up. Monday's work, I had some kettlebell swings and my hammies be sore. I remember the first time I did kettlebell swings, I had someone actually like physically stop me in the gym and be like, hey, just so you know, this is wrong. Like I was so appreciative of it because I was really just like getting ready to clock myself in the Nataronis. We're just gonna keep adding Aronis to everything, and we'll be fine. Just a double. There we go. Now we'll drop it down to 225. We'll do a set of 4, and that'll be it. So fresh, so clean. Thanks for believing in me, chat. Oh, we got to flex out. Aronis to everything for Ussie. Remember that day you looked me in the eyes and said poggers. Oh, man. Do you care to flex Aronis out for us? I can do that, I suppose. What's my, what are my flex jams? That's fine. Everyone cross your fingers, this tuna salad I made is edible. Enjoy your tuna. Enjoy your tuna. We've been Got a lot of light in here. It's not going to be perfect, but. We'll get the quad flex in there too. Hang on. Should I do, what is it, most muscular? I never do most muscular. Ugh. BB for life. I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that. Everyone cross your fingers. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the flex out. Big boobas for life. Big boobas take time. They do take time. We'll keep the top popped for a little bit. We'll keep it popped. Got a Z's pose. I could try a Z's pose. If you're requesting, you spent the points. No, I don't. What's Z's is like? Is this it? I can't. I don't got enough space in here. Is that it? How tall are you? I am 5'10". That wasn't very good. I'm sorry if my Z's wasn't very good. I'm still working on my posing game. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate you. People like big boobies. So don't have them. You were laughing at butts, but okay, all right. Like, whoa. I did think for a second, like, are you harshing on my pose right now? I wasn't gonna be mad. Thank you, Andy. I need to update that now. We're sitting at 180 at the moment. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Oh, I didn't unrack that properly. Thank you, Meatloaf. No. These poses is so goofy. You know, when I went, like, actually, I'm going to cover up this window because the lighting is starting to mess with me. When I started to go a little bit down the rabbit hole with learning how to pose, hang on. Ooh. That's a little better. When I started to go down the rabbit hole and learn how to pose, I discovered moon pose. I won't be doing moon pose. I just think it's very funny. The fact that it's banned, excuse you. It's a trip to like really dig into classic bodybuilding. Moon pose is banned, too powerful. I mean, wasn't it basically because like it only takes one wardrobe malfunction to like turn a somewhat respectable sport? Sorry, I don't know why I said somewhat. Yep, bodybuilding moon pose. Have you seen Terrence Ruffin's posing? He didn't get to do it at the Olympia. No, I haven't. Why didn't he do it at Olympia? As in mooning, yeah. Yeah, you think like, wait, does that mean what I think it means? The answer is yes. I will not take the risk. I mean, it's just a dude butt. It's like not gross or anything. Like they're all wearing Speedos, right? The funny thing about bodybuilding, and I'll say this, you know what? Here, someone needs to say it, so I might as well say it today. The funny thing about bodybuilding is that, like, if you want to appreciate the male form, you have to like separate feelings of. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to say that. If you want to appreciate the male form in bodybuilding, you have to like really work through whatever feelings you have around heterosexuality, sexuality. Whether you want to keep those things separate or keep them intertwined, that's your call. It's just a dude butt. It is, quote, ad. Didn't place, only a top 5 get to do their routines. Terrence Reppin, aka the Diesel, is probably the best at posing in the classic class. Is he the one who won a couple of years ago in posing class? Thank you, Andy. Oh, Speedos aren't naked. It's just a dude butt. Meatloaf, thank you for the resub. Oh my gosh, thank you. And Char7, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Speedos is the way I can see naked men in public legally. I mean, sure. Looked up moon pose. Definitely seen that in a different venue. See? He won before C-Bum came to one. Yes, okay. I did know who he was. I'm kind of proud of myself for knowing, if I'm being completely honest. All right, we're gonna do some hip thrusts. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick bio break. I will be right back. We had a Wii, and now we're back in action. Anyone wants to watch Muscle Man pose? Posing is incredible. Posing is an art. Posing is an art, and anyone who says otherwise, I simply disagree. Thank you, Morgan. Mods, as always, I trust whatever call you want to make in certain situations. If the vibe is off. I have a question, entirely unrelated to every topic. Payback, hello, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome back. How's your day? Oh, pearly. Just that art is a vague term. People make their own terms, which may be incorrect in certain situations. It's a type of art. Yeah, just like Crocs are a type of footwear, but not a shoe. No, that's actually, that's undercutting it a little bit. Let's look at my keyboard. Terrence did his routine in the desert with a videographer. Hella artsy, really good. He is so good at musical timing. 100%. Mods, thank you. I didn't see what was said, but thank you for marking it. Thank you for doing the thing. I trust you. Thank you for being here today. Can I ask what your job is? You mentioned that after work and stream, you like to be with your wife, so I'm guessing you don't do content full time. I don't. I do HR. Here's something that at least gets like one person to be like, oh, never mind, I don't want to talk to this dude anymore. I do human resources. But I like to think I do the fun kind of HR, helping people with leaves and all that stuff. Only New Year's resolution this year is to build Joe level shoulders and arms. You just got to build JCW level shoulders and arms. That's what you need. That's what you need. You just got to look like you. I think there are people who think the catwalks aren't a type of art. Even the pedestal for painting is an art. Absolutely. 100%. Why on earth have I just discovered that a 500-pound toothbrush, and how loaded do you have to be to buy that? You know, some folks, they do just are able to spend a little bit of money on things such as that. Some people take their oral hygiene very seriously. I will say that I spent $80 on my toothbrush, and I have had it for 5 years now. I replace the little brush head every 6 to 8 months. I can buy replacement brush heads forever. Probably forever. The weirdest things. HR can be interesting. It's a good field, honestly, though. People with money buy the weirdest things. Also looking to become said people with money, right? We all want to be able to afford a $500 toothbrush. Let's be real. I'm gonna keep my job, please. Hey, Bean, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Pleased to have you. So give me new teeth each time I use it. Yeah, it'll hold out. I mean, you buy the right toothbrush, the right electric toothbrush, and I will say, like, electric toothbrushes are worth the money. I have to say that I'm of the opinion that HR is for the company to cover their butts. Doesn't take the interesting part away. No. The thing that I have had to accept, I did what many people do when they go into HR, is I said, like, you know what? This field has a lot of things that I find interesting. I can connect a really good sense of purpose to this work. And like, I'll admit, I came in with a little bit of a hero complex, thinking like, some people approach HR in a way that is like only company forward and not very human forward. I wanted to be one of the, I'll put it in air quotes, I wanted to be one of the good ones, right? And help kind of make sure the function was serving people. And I would say that 90% of the time I'm able to do that. When you've got the right knowledge of a company's policies and you can help people navigate things in a way that is advantageous to them, that's good stuff. Some companies really, really abuse the HR function in the way that you're talking about. Bonk. I am really taking my time today. You can tell that I'm off of work because I'm taking forever. You're welcome. Well, welcome in, K-Bean. I hope you're having a lovely day. Take it pairs with your phone and tracks which areas in your mouth you're in. It tells you which teeth you still need to clean. I feel like you could probably like, you could probably save money by like getting a good friend to do that same thing for you on a Zoom call. Hey bro, can you watch me brush my teeth for a minute and let me know which areas of my mouth I'm missing? I tell you what, I'd do it for like 10 bucks. Someone that I knew really well and was not just like screwing with me and was like genuinely like, hey, can you tell me if I'm brushing my teeth right? I don't know that I'm a dental expert. Probably a bad investment, but you could do it. You could do it. It might work. All right, we need 265 on here. So we got 45, 15, 5. Weight room, maths. Math, math, math. Math, 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 math. Math, math, math. Hey, you know what I should do? I should take the collar off. Before I put on more weights. In case anyone was wondering, the sound of a plate sliding on a barbell is very comforting for me. Feels like home. Lou understands. I know that Lou understands. Hey Google, what's a mirror? Most spokesmen and diplomats never agree with who hires them. HR and nonprofits draw a lot of the same people. People who are passionate about people in a field of work, fortunately at risk for being taken advantage of because of that desire to help. 100%. 100%. That's very real. Where I used to work before, could never feel like I could get a resolution in an approachable way. Yeah, it can be really. So there's a video that someone shared with me, and I can't remember. Thomas, come on.
Heading out for the day, but thanks for creating such a healthy, welcoming, and encouraging, but also hilarious space to be. Happy birthday week, and I appreciate you.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for the 1,500 biddies. You don't have to do that. Thank you. Oh, man. For being good HR, your job is important in your workplace. They got a good dude. I appreciate that payback. That's really kind of you. Oh, goodness. Aren't there, oh, Paris said 3D teeth tracking, interactive color display. Oh, come on.
Oh, I dropped these.
Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you so stinking much. That is so kind of you. Thank you for those biddies. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take it easy. Be safe. Thank you, thank you. You're too kind. I need to, oh God, I can't reach the power blocks. I haven't sold my old dumbbells yet. If anyone wants to buy a 170-pound set of dumbbells, finally a way to keep track of my teeth. Yeah. I already like have talked to a couple of friends about buying them, but we haven't gotten them moved out of the space yet. So taking time. Gonna air tag my teeth. That sounds like a good idea. You know what? You should I hear that there's a new program through Apple that you can have Steve Jobs from the grave review the health of each one of your teeth individually. You just have to go into an Apple store and pluck out one of your teeth and offer it up to one of the geniuses. I guarantee they won't know what to say. Please do not walk into an Apple store and pluck out one of your teeth in front of the Apple geniuses. I feel that I need to say this. I'm upset that I need to say this. They should do a tie-in with Aerosmith. Oh, Thomas, thank you. Thank you for being here. It's not a real thing. Pulling teeth is harder than you think, and that's as far as I need to conceptualize that concept. That's as far as I'm going. I'm not saying it's my greatest fear, but it's up there. Just like having all of my teeth spontaneously fall out. Oh. Toaster power. Instructions unclear. Attempted to remove an Apple genius's tooth. Please advise on next steps. Must terminate. Terminate. Terminate program. Computer, terminate program. Wait. Stop. Who turned off the safety? Welcome in, Fuji. How you doing? Yeah, I guarantee you're probably not going to get great service. If you try to remove the teeth of someone at the Apple store. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Yeah, if you try that, you will get prompt service, but it won't be good service. I guarantee you'll have a lot of people coming in and offering you help. Just not in the way you would expect. No, Morgan, it's okay. It's okay. I was someone who, and sorry if this is bothering anyone, I did get my wisdom teeth yanked pretty late in life. Like what, like 4 years ago? I gotta tell you, I do not envy anyone who still has to experience that. Boy, howdy. Oh, right, the dreams where it's just, yeah. It's up there. I was just talking to Lauren about my deep water stuff yesterday. She was raised, her family like really likes scuba diving, and her parents have been like, yeah, so it'd be really cool if you could like go and learn how to scuba dive, and you know, just trying to be like a good son-in-law. I'm just like, yeah, no, that's fine. I can try to do that. And then like inside, I'm just like, me and deep water, we don't mix. The concept that you can go deep enough into the water where you can't see colors anymore terrifies me. Terrifies me. Oh, that stinks, Para. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but it's worth it. Like after I got him out, I felt a lot better. Kat, how you doing? Welcome in, Kat. You've been crushing it on the poll. Welcome in. How's your break been? It's good to see you. Ooh, Abid. Coming in again to see us. Welcome in. Welcome in, Abid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome back. Hi, Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. You see him pronouns Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. We lift weights Tuesdays and Sundays. We play video games all the time. We're an inclusive community that's all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. Welcome in, Raiders. How are we doing, Abid? How was the lift? Mods, can I get a shout for both Katatui and for Abid when you get the chance? No rushies. Stop the teeth talk and start with the flexing. Get that up there. I don't usually do the flex thing when we get raids, but by request I suppose I can. We're gonna listen to Fall Out Boy now. Welcome in, Raiders. Abid, I hope you had a great lift. Kat, I hope you've been having a great week. We're doing some hip thrusts. As the name would imply, we are thrusting hip. We are staying hip and thrusting. Ugh. Okay. Wide grip. Plant the feet. Sweet Lou, if you're still here, I don't know if my guy is still here. Love the vibe. Thank you, BB. I am. Hey, yes. So we talked about variations. I've got 2 key variations that I'm going to work in, and I know I didn't answer your question earlier. Doing hip thrusts is annoying for me. I got you, Abid. It's honestly, now that I have the right setup for it, I'm happy. Thanks to Gaston for getting me the bar wrap. Oh. There's no stopping John from flexing at the end of the year. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing deficit deadlifts and sumo. And I think after I finish up this program, I'm going to start deadlifting 3 days a week. That's my current plan. So standard, deficit, and sumo. I'm going to do one each one day. Ray, hello. Supernatural Writer, hello. Oh my gosh. Welcome in. Kat, it's going great. We've been having a really nice lift today. Wonderful vibes in the stream today. Everyone's been had some really great questions. Ill Coach Live, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Pleased to have you. Oh, Ray, it's okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we got, oh man, we got, I don't know if folks didn't catch it, there's a VOD. Some folks put together a really nice birthday video for me yesterday because it's my birthday week. 3 times a week is too much. So it can put a lot of pressure on your back, but if you're maxing out 3 times a week, like, yeah, you're gonna get messed up. But if you're just working in like different variations at different loads and making sure that you're not like really crushing it every single day, lots of deadlifts can be good. Any compound lift that you want to get, oh boy. If you want to get good at a compound lift, you got to do it. Right now I'm benching 3 times a week and my bench has gone up. I appreciate you, Ray. Are you doing sumo for a reason? Do you feel it'll contribute to you in some way? Yes. So the main reason, hang on. Ooh. So the main reason I'm working in sumo is because of my adductors. When I was doing sumo, they went from being like really awfully strained all the time and like really painful to getting stronger and getting like they started to overcompensate a little bit less because I found that chain getting stronger. But so it feels good to work in sumos, and like I want to make sure that I'm staying good with all the forms, but I'm not going to like shift to being a sumo main. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but happy birth week. Thank you. Sorry, I need a moment to catch up on chat. Yeah, we're turning the dirty 30 this week. Thank you for the hydrate, Morgan. Dirty 30 this week. We're going to be moving on into a new chapter. It's the same chapter. As long as you're rotating reps and intensities, that'll be good. You got to mind fatigue. Oh yeah, for sure. So 2023, I'm still working out like the full scope of what I'm trying to do next year, but half marathon in the spring, marathon in the fall, and I still want to break 1,000, and I'm going to. I will absolutely break 1,000 in all my lifts next year because I'm going to do another, I think another 8 weeks, largely. I'm going to do another 8 weeks of a 4-day split. You got it easy. It'll come. It'll come. I'm a little worried about squat. I think squat is where I just haven't really moved as much. 30s have treated me well so far. I hope the same for you. Thank you, Jay Corsair. I didn't hit 1K till I was 37. That's a great time to hit 1K. It really is. Yeah, I think for me, like, you know, I came to deadlifting a little bit late, right? Like this is only maybe my 3rd year of deadlifting consistently. And, you know, just running, you get a lot of kinetic chain weaknesses and just like, essentially you are just doing repetitive motions on a single plane of motion over and over again. And if you're not being really careful about the kind of accessory movements you're doing along with having a really heavy running regimen, you just have certain parts of your body that just get weak. They just don't get used. They don't completely atrophy, but they'll get real stressed out. That's why most elite runners are doing at least 1 day of strength training along with like 60, 70, 80 miles a week of running. I'm not going to hit that much just because I don't have that kind of time. But I'll be getting back up to 40, 50 mile weeks mid to late summer. Probably going back to lifting 3 days a week. Sorry for adjusting on camera, pardon me. But yes, Main focus with deadlifts is just going to be to manage effort. Joe, are there any full marathons out that way? Mid to late September. Asking for a friend. Mid to late September. I feel like there are a couple, and we can defo talk about it. Because if I don't get into New York, I'm gonna have to do something local. Good lift. Oh, thank you, Morgan. Thank you kindly. We got one more set of rear delt raises. I'm taking my sweet time today. Almost, yeah. That'd be like totally lateral for him, though. I want to say Grandma's Marathon is another one that pops up around this time of year. That's pretty good from what I understand. Oh, the Boston Marathon. I did not know that, Rip. That's more like a lifelong goal to qualify for Boston at some point. Need one as a training run for the 50K. That sounds great. Kami, thank you. I'm glad you're hanging out with us today. Morgan, have a great lurk. That's awesome though, Rip. Yeah, I've got a lot of buddies who are really strong runners that are hitting up Boston on the regular. They're like always qualifying. And for me, it's just a little bit further out, you know? Being excuse me. There we go. Being a male under the age of 39 has plenty of advantages in American society. One thing that it does not advantage you in is qualifying for the Boston Marathon. I'm going to have to run a sub 3-hour marathon if I ever want to get in until I hit that next age threshold, which I think is possible if I just give up lifting. They are not the most complimentary goals. Whew. Throw a huge party every year. It's so fun. Do you hand out beer to the marathoners? On the waiting list for Boston with team and training, 5-ish year wait. Yeah, so anyone who's like not super familiar with the running world, all the like really big races and marathons that you hear about, people setting records and like big events, those are really hard to get into. It's so weird because, you know, what is it, the percentage of people who have run a marathon at any time is just like such a small percentage of folks. And then you can add this this new filter on there for people who can run fast enough to get into a race like Boston. Granted, still like hundreds of thousands of people on this planet, but just a more elite group than I think gets recognized for. A lot of peeps take it. It's actually how we put the sprinkler on. Oh, beautiful. Well, this last year, it was like cold and wet, right? If I remember correctly. It was like rainy and almost icy. Maybe I'm thinking of a different race. But I had some friends kind of bonk out. This year was perfect. Okay. I was thinking of a different race then. Whew. This year, 2018, we're cold and wet. That's been in a while. Wait, okay. I'm getting conflicting information. Yeah. I had Wait, what am I doing? I'm doing tricep push downs, dumbbell curls, and heel drops. So I'm gonna move this this bench out of the way. We don't need this boy anymore. Thank you for your service, Mr. Bench. You were great, steady, and sturdy for some heavy doubles today. I had too many. Thought I found one, but it's 6 loops. That's nasty. Dan, I got to remember to look at this for you. Because, yeah. I mean, obviously, I would aim for October if I'm doing one. Especially one that's local. Because the weather just gets a lot better that time of year around these parts. October in Michigan is beautiful. You want time to come to the mitten? October is your month. Beautiful. It's delicious. Remus, welcome back. Willkommen. 50K I'm doing here is great weather. The Midwest do have good weather. Sometimes it is solid. $57, go Google. So it was good running weather. Okay. Man. Maybe I'll consider it, Dan. We should talk. Yeah, because like, it's so funny with endurance sports because like someone will talk about cycling weather and like what is good weather for like a cycling race. Completely different from the good weather for a running race. Like my best marathon was the Twin Cities Marathon. And that I got a sub 3:30. And it was 38 degrees and sunny when I started. And it was perfect. You could have 55 degrees and cloudy and it will be absolutely miserable the entire time if it's wet. Whose lake effect snow is worse, mine or yours? I'm over here in the West Bank. So I'd say yours. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And yeah, and if it's 70 degrees or hotter, a marathon is just like, it's awful. It's so bad. Marathon was Austin, 56 and sunny for the high. That's perfect. Every once in a while, someone will ask me about like, what do I wear on cold runs during this time of year? And it's just a little bit, it's hard to explain, right? Because someone who hasn't done a lot of running, I gotta switch this over. Someone who hasn't done a lot of running or is like just getting used to it, like when you step outside, you should feel kind of cold when you step outside for a run. Not like freezing, right? But when you're planning a run, unless you are intentionally planning a slow run, it should always be like just a little bit underlayered. Keep your ears warm, keep your hands warm. You feel 20 degrees warmer than it is outside. Yes, yeah. Every time I visit my family, I'm like, maybe I should move back to the Midwest, but I hate driving. That is one thing about the Midwest that you got, Jay, is like you got to drive a lot around here. Like you can get into some walkable cities, but they're pretty expensive. Some friends who lived in Holland in the summer didn't get hotter than like 60s. That sounds nice. Sounds real nice. Step out into 75 and 90% humidity, you're going slow. Yes. Yeah. I still like some of my worst runs this summer were when like I'd finish up and I'd see that it was like 100% humidity. I'd be like, why does this suck so much? Like, why is this so uncomfortable? My nutrition was right, my sleep was right, I feel good when I step out. And then it's just a slog. Humidity can suck an egg. Every time I come back, you have less clothing on. Yeah, I ditched the pants a while ago, though. Welcome back, NP. Okay, I need to do the thing. Everyone, thank you for the chats today and for putting up with me just kind of moving slowly. You took a nap? Oh, I'm a little envious. I wish I had time to take a nap this week. Hate driving, hate living in cities. It's hard for me to get to work. outside of cities. Difficult and furious. Ugh, man, I've been fortunate to live in some really really great cities for just like walking and transport and all that good stuff. Switch leggies. Yeah. I like Chill Joe. Joe likes Chill Joe. What is the leg supposed to do? It's really not doing much. It's just like when you are, I can try to explain this a little bit. I'll pull in a little closer. So when you're doing a tricep pull down or a tricep press down, and this is going to be like, do as I say, not as I do, because I don't have perfect form with these. But if you are trying to stand like straight up against it and pull down, if you try to do this, you might be able to move that weight. You're not going to be able to move as much weight, and you're not going to get optimal load on your triceps, right? If you stand here and this is all close to you, or even if you stand back here, right? If you're standing in a neutral stance and you try to pull down, you're going to be pulling from your core, you're going to be pulling from your lower back, probably from up here in your neck. Not going to be good. The ideal position for a tricep push down is to kind of put one foot forward. You can put both forward, but you tend to engage the lats a little bit more. 1 foot forward, lock the lats in, and then try to push down with those triceps. The reason that you should switch legs partway through is because you're not going to be able to go without engaging your core. And so if I'm like here, I'm leaning forward, I'm going to be pressing down with this side of my kinetic chain. Just switch it up, right? Otherwise, you might find after a while that one side is going to get a little bit stronger than the other. But half an hour to focus long enough to do push-ups. It's just that time of the year. Oh, thank you, NP. Thank you for the prime resub. I appreciate you. Yeah, to engage different muscles. So just to keep things balanced, right? And with anything where you're doing like a single leg, a single limb moving in one way, it's always good to try to balance it out. Mini St. Paul might be the most city that I've been to. That's like a comfortable level of city for me. Twin cities are great. They're very fun. There's a lot to do. It's got a good, like, you know, like any big city, there are some parts of it that are going to be struggling a little more with poverty, a little rough around the edges. But they've got some pretty good public transit there. They've got really great metro parks in the Twin Cities. I had 12 programmed, but I think I'm gonna have to stick with 10. Oh. And then heel drop. I gotta set up something for that. We'll whew. I'll stay with the stagger stance. Definitely a little more important when you're doing a rope push down than a bar push down. If that makes sense. All right. Which legs? Check, check, check. We're good. Thank you. Still do have a physique goal in the back of my mind. And that's a great approach, NP. Like, I've been so much happier as someone working out, as someone working out a lot, right? I've been so much happier since I've been able to picture, like, what do I want in the long term? And what I want is to be able to keep moving my body into the later stages of my life. And like, muscles are something that is coming along with that. And like, it's a fun thing to chase. You know, I don't know. I've just like learned to love movement, and that has served me so much better than like trying to fit a certain body ideal, and working on my weaknesses too. There's something very satisfying about like seeing that you're kind of like not great at a movement, or that you have, you know, it can be aesthetic too. Like, there's a part of my body that I want to work a little bit more and like get it kind of up to speed, and like chasing that and seeing that growth can be very empowering. But like having the kind of go to the opposite side of that, right? Having the goal of just like, I just want to be bigger. Like, I just want to have big muscles. Like, that for me eventually ended up being very demotivating, because what I found was that no matter what I did, I could never hit the goal that I expected. Like, even if I like was going off of measurements and trying to hit a certain, oh, I want 15-inch biceps, you know, that's still just never, like, I got 15-inch biceps, then I was just like, okay, well, now they don't feel big enough anymore. But that's a conversation. Use the rope or the default pulley handle if doing a single arm variant. I really wish I had a better pulley system in here. I wish that my basement was tall enough to get like a full-size rack. I'm very happy with my setup, don't get me wrong. I'm very satisfied. But kind of, again, just goes back to the feeling of never being enough. I want to feel massive and scary big. Can I ask what's behind that? Like, why do you want that? Normally I wouldn't press, but you know, you've mentioned that you're younger, and like, I feel like I kind of want to know, like, why do you feel that way? Why do you want to get scary big? Feels good to hear that from someone with an already good looking physique. Yeah. I mean, I try to be honest about it. There's good days and bad days. Some days I feel very like I'm proud of how far I've come, and I just want to keep going. And some days it is like, this doesn't feel like enough. And I need to do a lot of self-talk on those days, because I know that it's harmful. It's harmful, it's not productive. To feel like a man. Yeah. So being a man is so much more than muscles. Being a man is so much more than that. Like, to unpack what it means to be a man, there's culture, there's environment. I feel like that's all younger guys know. I mean, it takes time to learn these things, right? Like, I want to recognize that might be where you're at now. And like, there may be people in your life who tell you that that's important, but like, it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. I can like give you a lot of thoughts about like what I feel like it means to be a man. And like, that'd be great. I could spout that all day long. But if you don't believe it and you don't find what that means for yourself, then the concept is empty. Because it is open, it is broad, it is a spectrum. Being a man really hits you when you become a father. Exactly. Right? Like, that's part of it for you, Rip. And I'm sure like certain things about masculinity are going to hit a little closer to me when that does become an identity that I take on. But there are so many like and BB, if you're open to it, I would encourage you to just like research like what toxic masculinity is and what masculinity means in general, what it means to be masculine versus feminine, what exists in the space in between those two things, what is harmful to attribute to being masculine versus being feminine. Like, to me, masculinity means being supportive. Masculinity means being understanding. Masculinity means being like trying to be a foundation for others to rest on when they're in times of need. Like, that's masculine to me. And like some folks would even say like, that doesn't feel like masculinity to me. And like, I agree with you, because masculinity is what you key it to be. Nothing's more manly than having a baby poop on you and you both laughed. Metrics versus outcomes. I like that you draw a distinction between the two. 15-inch biceps is a metric that one may use to assess whether they'll be able to have mobility in the later stages of life. There may also be a multitude of other metrics that could be better indicators than that. Right. Like, and this kind of ties in, you know? Like, you're like, every person who identifies as male in this chat is going to have different things that they piece out to be masculine. People who are non-binary are going to have things that they identify as like, this is potentially a more masculine thing that I identify with than I do. These are more feminine things that I identify with than I do. There are these things in between that are like, there are these things in between that people may feel like shouldn't be attributed to either, because the fact that they are attributed to something is just a rule that someone made up a long time ago, and everyone's been reinforcing it. You get more personal satisfaction out of achieving your mobility goal than you will having 15-inch biceps. A man is able to say his agenda and fight for it. See, like that's part of masculinity. That, like, what I would say, you can say that's masculine, or you can say that's human, right? Every person should be able to have their beliefs and feel free, like be able to express those beliefs. Now, if your beliefs are bigoted or racist in any way, if your beliefs are such that like the rights of others and the existence of others should be erased, then you should examine those. Damn, I didn't know I was going to get into this today. Untangling masculinity from toxic masculinity can be really hard. It can be. It can be. And it takes time. You got to unlearn stuff sometimes before you can relearn stuff. Being NB and male presenting, it's always been a struggle because I'm expected to be a man, and well, that ain't it. And that's just going to, again, it's going to look like different things for different people. Spent a lot of time in spaces with trans masc folks. Many feel they have to be big and tall and not emotional to be a man because so much of society projects that. And like, it's changing, you know? I feel that it's changing. Morgan, thank you. Like, I'm like, am I just like digging a hole? Am I speaking nonsense right now? And like, I do want to know if something I'm saying isn't hitting with you. Because BB, what I will say to you is that it is okay to pursue masculinity through movement. Thank you, folks. I'm not trying to fish, but struggle with opening up about my mental health with friends because of the just be a man response I get. And that's not cool. That's not cool. I'll say it openly. That's not cool. That's not fair. Oh, thank you, Morgan. And thank you, Buttspot, for your contribution. And Dan, I hope you know, if you ever just want to talk about it, my dude, my DMs are open for you. I mean that very sincerely. And to anyone who is like hearing what I'm saying about masculinity and feels like I'm being too sensitive, maybe you should examine what sensitivity means. You feel that my sensitivity towards the topic If you feel that agreeing with that emasculates you, then like, what is your sensitivity to that? I don't know. Overwhelmed with people reaching out. Thank you, Morgan. Disability activist once said to be very careful in putting too much of your self-worth and self-definition in your physical ability, using physicality as a metric for those things. Possibility of losing that ability at any moment. You know what? Like, I think about that more than I'd like to admit. Life can change in an instant. I'm sorry to like bring this down a little bit, but like every time I start to really think about like what makes me me and the things that I enjoy, I do have the thought of like, what happens if this is gone? How do I define myself? And it's important to think about. BB, I appreciate you like sticking it out and having these conversations because like, again, I didn't really feel and like, and even at this point, like I still can't totally articulate how I feel about it. And I want to hear an interesting fact I learned along the lines of staying fit as we get older. Yes. Say it. Do it. Do it. Hearthstoner. Welcome back. You picked a lovely time to join. So now we'll listen to pop punk. Very difficult thing to consider is people who have not had to consider it for the long term anyway, right? Yeah. Like you shouldn't have to think about it, and you don't have to, but you can. Scientific links between hearing loss and cognitive decline in those who don't use hearing aids. Those who experience hearing loss but go on to use hearing aids do not suffer the same decline. Whoa, is that just like an input thing? I'm sure there's not a causal definition. Me and Ari had these discussions around defining ourselves now that lifting was taken away from us, and it was good convos. Dementia, okay. Interesting. I mean, like, very sad, but, you know, interesting. Thanks for piecing this out with me, folks. That's important to talk about. Honestly, when I started streaming, I thought that I would make more space to talk about masculinity, because it is something that I've been reflecting on over the last few years. Outside looking in, it seems daft. Lose the ability to train, but it's such an important thing to us. It's just like I think it goes back to routine. It's like the answer that I would give anyone who's like, I think someone mentioned like kind of falling off the wagon, and they meant it about something else. But, you know, if you find yourself like really struggling to stay consistent with any sort of like fitness or movement, it's just getting into the habit of things and making a habit out of feeling good about moving. And like moving can be a walk. Moving can be Beat Saber. Moving can be Wii Fit. Moving can be all sorts of things. But feeling good about doing the thing, feeling safe and comfortable in doing the thing, getting it done, and then, you know, experiencing positive results from it. Like all of those things feed into the loop. Imagine if having hearing aids can drastically reduce your chances of dementia. No matter what it is, even if it seems stupid to others, it matters to you, and that's what counts. True. It's very true. As an observer of men. Oh, thank you, Para. That's very interesting. I'm gonna keep that in mind when I'm like, you know, my hearing ever starts to slip away from me, which I'm sure it will at some point. It is inevitable. I need to finish up. Ooh. In a lot of masculine dad communities. I think we all want longevity. I think everyone is kind of, that might be a more universal thing to think about, right? We all want to stay informed. We all want to stay relevant. We all want to, as long as we're alive, feel like we are still able to live. And it just takes little steps to get there. It doesn't happen overnight. Nabukin, how we doing, buddy? Ooh, no, now we're done. I'm gonna go climb in 2 hours, so something like weightlifting, someone to lose their ability to lift, they still retain their knowledge of it. Does an inability to do a thing diminish your knowledge in the thing? To what extent? No, I mean, that's a good thought. I think like muscle memory is an important part of that conversation, you know? The thing that is dangerous about the kind of lifting that I'm doing, look at my body now, right? This is something I've had to accept. I see a lot of like older dudes that probably looked like me at this stage in their lives, and like they still got some meat on them, they still got some muscle, but this is not forever. It's not forever. It's gonna look different as I get older, and I've accepted that. I have a genuine question. Which oil is healthier? Alex Sonner, welcome in. I'm happy to answer that. And please do not use PayPays in chat. Welcome. Do you know which oil is healthier? So I use olive oil. I'd say of the 3 oils that you have listed there, I really don't know, but I always use olive oil. If you are making like cold foods, like salads and stuff, use extra virgin, but don't use cold pressed olive oil if you're cooking it. If you're like using cooking oil, don't use extra virgin. It has a lower smoke point, and it'll burn up in the pan. People who lose the ability to something they're knowledgeable about, does that in itself become a prison of the mind, so to speak? I think that someone definitely could, that could be someone's perception, and I hope that someone doesn't feel like it's a prison of the mind, because that feels like a very doomy gloom way of looking about it, right? Not to be like sunshine and rainbows, but every change is an opportunity, right? Avocado oil is pretty big, pretty good. We have some like spray avocado oil, cold pressed coconut oil. I don't know how much coconut oil would like compare smoke point wise. A recipe called for it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't done much with sunflower oil. Canola oil is great for like baking cakes and stuff. Canola oil can be good for, yeah, I'd say canola oil is probably best for baking. And then olive oil is probably best for like sauteing and cooking. Least amount of refinement and steps. I went down a rabbit hole on this a few months back. Ooh, hydrate. Thank you, Hierarch. Hierarch, I hope you're having a lovely day. Not sure that equates to healthier. Wanted to add my 2 cents. No. I think it's an important thing. There's a pretty interesting book on using it on a sweet and sour turkey. I would probably use olive oil. And if it's a sweet and sour recipe, if you don't have any sesame oil on hand, I'd get some of that in your cupboard. Black sesame oil, I use in like a lot of my, I'm just gonna like broadly call them Asian-inspired dishes. Because I don't want to attribute them to one single ethnicity, but because I'm not following recipes and it feels reductive. I think that's part of my fun, because what I can't run long and far anymore has trapped me a little. I'm trying to take the let's enjoy today's run for what it is. Be happy I'm getting out. Honestly, Dan, that's a great approach. And like if you're feeling like the runs aren't enough, it's a funny phrase, the runs meaning many things. Just working in Oh, out of the 3 options. That's really hard. I feel like the ex Whole Foods shopper in me, I never really shopped at Whole Foods, but like sunflower oil sounds like it would be a little more advantageous. Canola oil is usually the most heavily processed. Vegetable oil is probably vegetable oil is probably a good move. But your accent sneaked up on you. High Point smoking neutral oil, great for frying things. Oh, that's good to know, Adorbs. I was really unfamiliar with it. Hello again. Yeah, we're closing up though. I really need to. Almost 3 hours today. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Spending way too much time on twith.tv. I just have things I need to get done, and I mustn't delay. I mustn't delay. We're gonna rate Celtic, of course, because we're running late. Kind of the same thing. Vegetable oil is a blend, and canola is typically a singular source. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for the raids. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the loves. Thank you for the listening. I feel like we had some really awesome conversations today, both about fitness and life in general, and I really appreciate it. Grab one of those raid messages if you don't mind. We're going to go see Celty. Celty is the fitness godfather of Twitch. The man knows all. He is all. He works out a lot. And he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Super inclusive, does group fitness style workouts. Take care, everyone. Please, if you would, consider following us on the social medias. Jumping on the Discord. Oh, excuse me, I forgot the exclamation point. Jumping on the Discord if you haven't done so already. Rip, thank you. Gaston, thank you. Jay, Morgan Tabukin, Para, everybody. Have a great rest of your day on purpose. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to someone else. Do a little something that fills your tank. Do the little thing where you reach out to sorry, I don't know why I struggled with this one. Reach out to someone, let them know you're thinking about them, let them know that you're caring about them. You could really turn someone's day around. This could be a really lonely time of year for many people, so just like reach out. Nothing wrong with reaching out. You don't even have to like be super, I don't know. Anyway, I'll stop putting qualifiers around it. Have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.